Hi everyone, my name is Teresa Mendietta, and today I am going to take you through my semester of internship. As most of you know, I started off in February interning at Tejas Veterinary Clinic in Corpus, but that was cut short when the COVID-19 pandemic hit. I was asked to stay home due to safety precautions and the clinic having to minimize the amount of people. After the changes were made, I had the opportunity to help in the homeschooling and virtual learning process that my siblings and mom were having to go through, as well as help on the ranch with the building of the new barn, halter breaking of show calves, and doctoring of animals. With that being said, let me get started. I would first like to show you some of what I did at the clinic. Here's a normal day for me. I would arrive at the clinic around 7:30 a.m. and assist in the morning kennel duties, such as feeding the boarders and cleaning out the kennels from the night before. After the morning duties were taken care of, I would shadow a tech for a period of time, assisting in the restraining of dogs and the drawing up of medications. After shadowing a tech and before leaving for the day, I would once again assist in the feeding of the boarders and the cleaning of the kennels. Now, as with any other doctor-patient facility, are laws in place that prohibit doctor-patient confidentiality. Therefore, I was unable to get pictures, so I have some of what I was able to observe, and I will explain some of what I did. Besides my normal kennel duties, I was given the opportunity to observe these procedures with the vet, such as hernia repairs for dogs, spays and neuters of both cats and dogs, tumor removals, and laceration repairs, as well as many dental procedures. I was able to also assist in the holding of dogs for x-rays, and my most interesting case was following 3 puppies through ear cropping procedures, which includes the ear cropping itself as well as a checkup a week later where we would tape the ears if they were not standing on their own. Not only did I observe the surgery, I was able to draw up medications and restrain dogs for nail trims and blood draws, as well as when giving vaccinations, seeing the first steps in the clinic preparing for the pandemic. Now, as most of you know, a lot changed at that point. In the clinic setting, we saw less patients boarding as people were told they were no longer allowed to travel, as well as face the fact that disinfectants were harder to find as the setting changed. To more restrictions across the state, my hours were slowly cut to a point where I no longer was able to return to intern. Once I was left go from my internship, I began to work from home, helping and assisting my mom and teaching my siblings through virtual learning. This was not an easy task. Having them struggle through new programs and trying to learn everything without a set teacher in place was hard. Some of the struggles we faced was internet issues, with having my mom and 3 younger siblings all trying to do work at the same time. The connectivity was bad. One of the things we did during virtual learning was having to go on a scavenger hunt for their science class for a project over biotic and abiotic factors. When we were not working on schoolwork, we stayed busy working on the ranch where I helped my younger sister halter her show calves for the first time, as well as work with them to get used to walking on a lead and teaching her how to bathe and brush them correctly. During all the process, we've been doctoring an injured stud colt that my brother brought home. This was not an easy, as the colt is 3 years old and is in a lot of pain and never had human interactions. I was also able to assist them and begin in the process of building our new barn, where we measured and squared off the land and then begin the process of cutting and placing the poles in the ground for the frame. Not only that, I finished off the semester helping my mom with a really cool activity for her second graders, where I took her Bitmoji and turned it into a flat Stanley that we mailed to her students so that they could take her on adventures. She received so many cute pictures of all the adventures she was going on with her students. To finish off the semester was crazy. Never did I think it would end like this. But it's over, and I have gained so many new experiences and have learned that no matter what your plan is, everything can change in a split second.